Hello to all the viewers. This is Dr. Ajay Raghavendra initiating online lecture series on operations research. Today we are going to discuss about unbalanced case of transportation problem. So here the question is, what is balanced problem? What is unbalanced problem? So we are all know that the transportation problem consists of supply and demand. If total supply is equal to total demand, in that case, it is referred as balanced transportation problem. And now what is the result of the matrix is there is no change in the matrix. That matrix is ready to solve. Second case, if the total supply is not equal to total demand, so it is referred as unbalanced transportation problem. So what is the result here is change in the matrix. That means we may convert the unbalanced problem into the balanced problem. Now the question is how to convert the unbalanced problem into the balanced problem. That is, if the total supply is greater than total demand, we have to add a dummy column. If the total supply is less than total demand, so add dummy row. So these are the two cases, add dummy column and add dummy rows. Both are very much important to us. So we need to understand about this concept. Let us do one exercise on this unbalanced problem. See, in this problem, there are three factories and four reasons are there. That is 3 by 4 matrix. So factory 1 is having 230, factory 2 is having 250, factory 3 it is 120. And in similar way, R1, that is region 1, total demand is 150, it is 160, R3 140 and R4 it is 120. By seeing this problem, every student tempt that yes, we have to do or we have to apply a northwest corner rule or least cost method or WAM method for this. But before that, we have to beware about that is, so this problem or this matrix is a balanced one or not. We may check about that. So how can we balance it here is, see the total supply. What is the total supply in our problem is 230 plus 250 plus 120, that is equal to 600. In the same way, total demand 150 plus 160 plus 140 plus 120, that is equal to 570. See, it is an unbalanced problem. So in this case, supply is greater than demand. How much greater? That is 600 minus 570 is equal to 30. So in this case, we need to add dummy column. Dummy. So how can we add a dummy column? Let us see. Yes. So we have to add one column here like this. In the previous case, there are 3 rows and 4 columns, but we are modifying this matrix because of supply is greater than demand. So here the new column arises. So we have to name it to the new column as R5, put star mark here and write dummy for the reference. For any dummy column or dummy row, the cells are having zeros. So it is a 0, this is 0 and this is 0. And here what is the total demand of R5 is the difference between the supply and demand in the previous cases, that is 30. Now add all the items, so we can get 600. Now this table is ready to solve, so we can apply any of the methods, that is northwest corner, least cost method and WAM application. Let us try with one more exercise. So in this case, again there are 3 rows and 4 columns are given. So again, check before solving this problem, first check that whether supply is greater than or demand, supply equal to demand, or supply is less than demand. So here there are 3 supply factors are there, 300, 250 and 150. The total is 700 and the total demand is 350 plus 250 plus 160 plus 140, that is equal to 900. That means in this case supply is less than demand or demand is greater than supply. So how much greater? 200. That is 900 minus 200. So in this case we have to add a row, that is dummy. So how to add a dummy row? Let us see. So in the previous case there are 3 rows and 4 columns, but now we are adding one additional row, so dummy row. So just we have to write F4 star mark, write dummy for the reference. So for every dummy row or dummy column the cell values are zeros, so we have to take zeros here. And what is the difference between the supply and demand is to write the difference, and now add the total supply is equal to the total demand. So now this problem is ready to solve. So we have to apply northwest corner, least cost method, or Vogel's approximation, or Modi method, or stepping stone method to this matrix. So thank you.